Oh, welcome back again, everyone. This is my second video recording today. This, again, was given to me by Buzzerd. Let's see what we've got here. We got Caro. There's Harad. Who else do we have in this game? I think Buzzerd himself is in it. Django. And Buzzerd, yep. Buzzerd's playing as Rudauer, and he told me a little bit about this one already. So it's been a bit spoiled for me, but we'll make it work. Anyhow, Harad, Caro, has brought unit Mumakill. You know, honestly, Mumakill are, I don't know, they're kind of a all or nothing unit. You're going to get none of your money out of them, or you're going to get way more than what you pay for. It's just really down to the skill of the player, so I mean, sounds generic and cliche, like it would be for every other unit, but I think it's especially true for Mumakill because they have such a massive hitbox, and they're so unwieldy and cumbersome to use that you really have to be sure that when you bring the hammer down with them, you're really hitting the nail on the head, because they could mess up your army too, particularly if they run amok. Excuse me. We have Serpent Guard. Nice unit of Lance Cavalry. Southron Archers. 2 units of them. We have Southron Pikemen. We have Haradrim Spears. We have Night Beast Tamers. Demons of the Desert. Not Beast Hunters, and Black Serpents. Very cool. One of my favorite units that Rod have, actually, just because of their armor. I really like the look of it. Particularly the mask. The mask is really cool. Oh, a couple other units here, actually. We have Beast Hunters and more Serpent Guard. Yeah, Serpent Guard are okay. I prefer the Black Serpents to them. I mean, aesthetically, anyway. Obviously, the Black Serpents, I think, are 2 hit points. I can't remember if the Serpent Guard are or not, actually. I want to say they are. So I don't know Harad's roster as well as I used to. I haven't played Reforged in a while myself. Okay, and then Lothlorien over here. We have Django with Woodland Protectors. 2 units of them. I think this is a unit they share with Mirkwood, actually, if I'm not mistaken. They're halfway decent in melee, too, when they're out of mana, but, you know, I don't know. Unless if I'm playing as Rudauer or Harad or something, I generally don't like to bring javelins. Maybe every now and then I'll bring one if I'm playing as, like, Dol Amroth or Gondor, or bring a unit of Marines or something. Dunedain Troll Slayer is another good unit with jabs, but generally speaking, my rule of thumb is not to bring jabs. But, you know, maybe you can work. Or maybe Django can make them work. I have Spears of the Wood. Blades of the Wood. That's just one unit. Spears, and Blades. And then he's got Lorien Archers there. More Lorien Archers. I think I may have already mentioned them. Mounted Company. I'm assuming Kindred of Celeborn. Yeah. They're so overpowered, I don't know why you wouldn't take them. Riders of the Golden Wood and Mounted Company. I'm surprised not to see... What are they called? March? Oh, I forget. Watchers of the Golden Wood? Is that what they're called? I think that's what they're called. Yeah. And then finally, for Buzzerd. So, Coldfell Maidens, I really like them. They're a really cool unit. I'm thinking about making a dismounted version of them in UCM. I haven't decided yet, but that's kind of what I'm thinking at the moment. Kind of be counterparts to the Shield Maidens of Rohan. Anyway, we've got Rudauer Swordsman. 2 units of them. Have Rudauer Marksman. Hold on. So 1, 2 units of Marksman. Yeah, that's all you can take for the red limit. Have Ettenmore Troll Slayers, Ettenmore Troll Hunters, which I love and adore this unit. Of all of Rudauer's roster, this is my favorite. That, maybe not, but it's one of my favorites. Troll Hunters, Dunman Spearmen. Nice cheap spears, but you know, you also get what you pay for. Hereditine Pikemen. I love these guys, mostly because they have a shield. Really powerful unit of pikes. And more Rudar Swordsmen. Rudar Swordsmen. Rudar Swordsmen. I took a lot of swords. Nobles. Witch Roman Slavers. I do like the nobles too. I think they look really cool. And if they... Oh, man, I'm really tempted to make a dismounted version of them. Really tempted. I think I just might. Now, they wouldn't have the... Well, actually, they could have the spear. That'd be kind of cool. Like a Citadel Guard, sort of. Or a Citadel Guard. Kind of like Rudar's version of Midlothian Honor Guard or something like that. That'd be really cool. And then we have Witch Roman Slavers. I made these guys back into a halberd unit, at least with their animation and museum, but they're pretty good as a two-handed. This is a trident, I think is what we call it, but we'll call it. They function like an axe. So anyway, they're pretty good. We have the swords, we have the Mates, and that's it. Oh, I bet you anything that Buzzerd has some stuff hidden. I didn't see any of it. Oh, he did have them. Nice. Okay, I just overlooked them. Did he have the Hereditine Nobles? The ones that throw axes, the berserkers. I don't know if he did or not. I don't think they can hide. But anyway, go ahead and get started, and we'll speed things up. Yeah, I really like Rudar. And Buzzard's been talking to me about things he wants to see from them in UCM. And I think I largely agree. I think I need to give them a unit of pikes back, because I took away the Dunman pikes and made them exclusively for Dunman. I'll probably give them a new pike unit. They'll be wearing sturdier armor. That'll be otherwise pretty much the same as the Dunman pikes. Otherwise, I think the guys will be in place. I mean, in both UCM and Reforged. So we're going to slow down. And in fact, we're going to slow way down. This is only 12,000 frames, so don't want to miss things. Okay, so we're up against Angmar. Lots of Snaga Stalkers, Guardians, Cardoon, Drum Blackguard, Halberds, Pikes. No Pikes. Good idea to have the Guardians of Cardoon up front, though, and I mean serious. I do think that's a good idea. Halberds right behind, followed by the Scourge Raiders. I would have taken Pikes, man. I don't know about Halberds. Scourge Raiders, Halberds, Goblin Band, and let's see. Oh, he's gone deep in the Cav. Okay, interesting. Witch Roman Inquisitors, Warg Riders, and Trolls. Good or bad? Yeah, Trolls are good or bad. I think this is the better of the two. Yeah, it is definitely better than the two types of Trolls that Angmar get in Reforged. Okay. Not how I take my Angmar army, but, you know, not bad. Harad. Oh, Harad came forward. I think Dick again, playing as Dunland yet again. Riders of Orthanc. So hope he has a little bit more luck this time against... He should have a bit more luck against Harad. Interesting to see Wildmen of Dunland versus Wildmen of the Southern Desert. So Warg Riders, Warg Skirmishers, Spears of Orthanc, more Warg Riders. This is the one thing I don't like about Dick's Dunland composition. He takes a lot of Cav, a lot of Warg Cav. I'm just not really a fan. Half-Orc Vanguard, Spear Guard, pretty much all the way down. Yeah. Veterans, interesting, London veterans. Diamond Hunters, and maybe some stuff that gains it. We're gonna pause, actually, so we don't miss things. And then finally, yet again, Erebor. Whatever. Mercenary Guildsman. So I'm just kind of tired of seeing dwarves played. I don't know, it just seems like they're played a lot. And they're really good, and they're fun, but, like, come on, guys, let's play some of this. Ironfoot Warriors, Pikes, Spears, Warriors, anything else? Axe Throwers, interesting. I don't usually pick Axe Throwers in my Erebor composition. I don't see any crossbows. Oh, he does have crossbows. Okay. Crossbows. Only one unit of crossbows. Am I blind? Well, I'm only seeing this single unit of crossbows. I could be happened over here. Yeah, it looks like he had some hammer guard that bit the bullet. What? Oh, Riders of the Golden Wood. Yeah, that'll do it. That would do it. Because I don't think Mounted Company are Horse Archer. I'm pretty sure it's just the Riders. Yeah, they would have done that. So yeah, you want to keep your cav safe. What does he have? Mercenary cav for Erebor? I don't really... Nah, man. If you're going to take cav as Erebor, you got to go deep in the goats. The goats are... you got to play more of the goats. Your morale's just going to be trash, and Erebor's morale is already pretty bad for a dwarf faction, but and the goat cav is just better, frankly, than the mercenary cav. But you know, if he just didn't have enough money left, you know, whatever, that's fine. And Highborns of Erebor and Black Light Engineers. So, anyway, continue, and we'll keep an eye on Lorien over there. Angmar rushing forward. Now that's interesting. I mean, that's what I would have done as well, but Rudauer kind of would want to do that too. What are we shooting at here, Buzzerd? Pulling back his march, pulling back his entire army, actually. You know, yeah, okay. If he's just going to reposition, I think that's fine. But honestly, you could probably meet that and beat it if you play your cards right. With this composition from Rudauer, I think so. Oh, Ferrodrum Javelins. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's much better. Can't leave home without them if you're playing as Rudauer. Just don't do it. Harad staying put. Although, well, I say that. They came forward. Looks like they lost a lot of, look like camels, so I'm guessing those are Muhad? Beast Hunters or whatever. Yeah, you gotta be careful, Harad. Riders of Orthanc coming up to shoot something. I'm not sure what they're planning on shooting at. Back here. The Enslavers, maybe? That would be a great target, actually. That'd be what I would try to shoot. The problem is this isn't... For an AP ranged projectile, Rudauer just doesn't provide really an ideal target-rich environment. So no one's wearing hardly any armor, so... yeah, I think the Enslavers are probably what I would target. If I'm thick here. So he's got his swordsmen. I think I would try to reposition my swordsmen a little bit further forward, just to tank for the pikes there, but we're seeing that they're falling back. Shooting back here. Rudauer marksmen or Diamond Hunters? That was Rudauer marksmen. Anyway, we'll move over here. Oh, God, I hate those. I just hate this elves special arrows. They're just so annoying to deal with. There's like nothing you can do about it, so I do feel for Aaron. Yeah, and their range is frankly stupid. Yeah, not really anything you can do. Just have to try to tank it. Tanking it with your cav isn't the worst thing in the world. Is he charging? Oh, they're allies. Oh, okay. We're gonna go over there in just a hot second, but I just want to check something over here. More mounted company, and I'm assuming this is mounted company here. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so Lauren's just kind of prowling around, trying to find any weak point that Aragorn has. I wouldn't suggest him charge in just yet, though. Angmar has come all the way around like that, and if he's going to do this, he needs his allies over here to attack at the same time, so they can't just simply move over here, beat him, and then turn around to face his allies when they finally charge in. So I'm not really a fan of how this strategy is being executed by King Camellia here. I think Buzzard's pipeline will probably hold. And he's got axe throws. Oh, troll hunters. Ooh, yeah. That'll do the trick. I think it does have axe throwers in there somewhere. Troll hunters, yeah. Ah, this is cool. Very nice. Some of their units, the halberds, see, the Angmar's halberds just aren't very good, to be honest. They're okay, I guess, but they're not that impressive. You really wanted to bring pikes, but I guess if you want just unit saturation and, like, map control, then maybe it's not such a bad thing, but lots of axes coming in from the Scourge Raiders there. And I think they're throwing into... was it the Cav? No. Although, we do have Coldfeld Maidens in... That's interesting. I guess I don't remember the stats of the Warg Riders, but, how many... Oh, yeah, I guess the numbers discrepancy could explain that. Servant Guard into the Witch Realm Inquisitors. That is not a fight building. Witch Realm Inquisitors will win that handily. Yeah, the only thing that can maybe beat the Witch Realm Inquisitors are Haven Knights. Yeah, it's really all I can... I mean, maybe Horse Lords of Ulmo if they get a charge off. Some of the Elven Cav. But yeah, basically, there's not a whole lot in terms of other cavalry that can go toe-to-toe with Witch Realm Inquisitors and expect to walk away. Prodrum Javelins over here. I would be looking to throw into maybe some halberds. I'd be worried about hitting my allies with a kill though. Oh, you know what? I would throw into this Blackguard. That's what I'd do. Yeah, that's what I'd do. Ooh, actually, Riders of Orthanc, if you could get a good jab roll into that, bam, bam, bam. Yeah, that'd be good. Rodrum Spearmen coming forward. They are AP, don't forget about that. And, chasing off the Riders of Orthanc. Yeah, I wouldn't be shooting. If I'm Riders of Orthanc, I'd be shooting them to kill at this point. We got, speaking of blood, Then we've got one down. 61 halberds from me, that sucks. Blackwatch Legion are, frankly, not being used the way they should be. He could have smashed through this. Numakill are, yeah. He's pretty well, honestly. Smashing through those halberds. Kind of interrupting Rudour's pike line, but that's okay. Have trolls coming in.
Enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Yeah, so we're about 2 to 1 in terms of kills here. A proportion of kills, anyway. Scourge Raiders shaking at this point. Wow. I am shocked at how quickly Angmar fell apart there. He needed his trolls in with the main push. I want to say it was probably the Mumakill that did that. That was able to smash through. But maybe there was some, maybe the Faradrim Javelin started throwing their stuff before, when I wasn't looking. It's always possible. Grenadine Pikes, reposition them over here to, let's see. What are they doing? Must be some enemy cav running down. Yep. The Warg Riders from Dunlin. As well as the Withrome Inquisitors. You've got to be braced for them. They're charging to get more Troll Hunters. They're getting rear charges, but honestly, I don't think it's going to be worth it. You got way too many pikes and spears in here. Yeah, they're not going to win that fight. Haradrim Spearmen charge into the back of these blackguards, so they're not long for this world now. Yeah, still just creating havoc amongst Angmar's lines with those Mumakill. Running amok? No, that sucks. Still 29 of them. Still 2 of them. I mean, he was able to use up 3 of them, so it's not too bad. And at the moment, oh boy, oh no. Uh-oh, that's not good. Oh, hate to see that. Yeah. Man. See, I think Mumakill aren't really good enough. I don't know the...
He's like an old woman. Attack and break the will of his men.
Yeah, I don't know that the Mumakill are good enough to deserve to be handicapped with running amok. Oh, already a defeat. I think that's probably Angmar. Yeah, that's definitely Angmar. It's the Blackguard or they would stand and fight him, sure. Okay. So it's Dunlin's still over here, but I mean, could be interesting to see Dunlin versus Rudour, but that is not helping things. Quite a few of them. Okay, that's not as bad as I was afraid it would be. Getting shot in the back, I think. I think the Riders of Orthanc have been shooting the swordsman here in the back. But now we've got... yeah, see, this is what I was talking about. Buzzard's kind of smashed Angmar, so now he's just going to come over here and help out Harad. Because Angmar's allies just kind of left him to his fate. Dunlin helped a bit, but Lauren over here... hold on. I'm sorry, Erebor over here. I just coming in way too late. Now, was... I already forget who's playing as Angmar. Apologize, guys. King of Vermilion. Should he have attacked like that? He shouldn't. But even if your ally's doing something dumb, you gotta support him, because then you'll find yourself fighting alone. So, yeah, this is what I would be afraid of if I'm playing as Erebor. I don't think you've got the armor to tank Lothlorien. They just have way too much firepower. We'll turn the speed up back to normal. Yeah, really, Lorien just has to sit back and... Django? Yeah, Django just has to sit back and shoot as they come towards him. About a company charge it? Oh, pardon me. To the mercenary cav, yeah, they will butcher those cav. And see, this is what I'm talking about. They're just so weak, and they're already shaking. They're just not worth the money, in my opinion. It's a shame. I wish they were, but they're not. And they're pretty much dead. And my question would be, what did you get out of bringing them? As I can tell, I mean, let's have a look over here, but I don't really think you got much. March Wardens of the Wood. I love these unit of archers. They've got the poison arrows. I don't think they're AP or anything. Poison will be fantastic against Erebor. War goats are almost ground down almost nothing. Those Hammer Guard, if they get a hold of those mounted company, though, that would mess things up for Lothlorien. Same with the mounted company. Or sorry, the Riders of the Golden Wood, wherever they are. Huh? Maybe he's lost the mounted company, or the Riders of the Golden Wood. Gotta commend Aaron for running the Lothlorien calf down, but there they are, Riders of the Golden Wood back here. Yep, what did they charge? Unit of pikes. Why these pikes are out here by themselves, I won't know, but maybe they had started routing. Oh man, he's already lost his crossbows too. This is this is not going well for poor Erebor here. He needs his ally in Dunlop to help him out. Black Wolves will do a number on those riders, though. You don't want to leave them there. And still, Erebor just trying to tank this. It's not going to happen, dude. What are you even throwing at? The warriors coming here, but they're so spread out. All he needs to do is just charge the mounted company in and smash them, and it's just... yeah. Predictable. Exactly. That, I mean... you have spears there, but they're not... yeah, I don't know. You need to have your warriors protected by your spears, because you need something that's going to beat these highly skilled Sylvan elves in a melee fight. And I just don't know if you've got it as Erebor. Well, you should have it as Erebor, but I don't know if you've got it left. Parad coming forward as well. So Ironfoot Spears are tanking this ammo, or all this Elven ammo, better than I expected they would. I'm not real keen on the choice of target for the Kindred of Celeborn. You don't need to pick the most elite unit to target with them. Just be content with shooting something that's close up in the blob like that. I know it's accurate even if you shoot up and over, but it's not as good as if you were just shooting straight on. So, yeah, I would leave the Highborns of Erebor alone. Pick something else. He's getting his pikes out, so that's always good. And Dunlin finally got over here. His Cav to kind of deal with the last of Lothlorien, I think. Hammer Guard and Warg Riders, Mountain Company are gone. There might be some Watchers of the Golden Wood kicking about, but, or I'm sorry, Riders of the Golden Wood kicking about, but I wouldn't be too worried about it if I were Aragorn, because they're probably close to having him at this point. Muhat Beast Hunters throwing into the Ironfoot Warriors. Not a bad choice for target, but I would rather hit those. Well, maybe the Axe Throwers. Yeah, I think I'd rather hit the Axe Throwers. Black Serpent's charging now to smash these. Yeah, that was. Ouch. Good catch on Kara's part. Really good catch. Beautiful charge. And that pretty much crushed that unit of Blackrock Engineers. Frankly, I don't know why the Blackrocks were over here. They needed to be over there dealing with Lothlorien, in my opinion. Although I guess the body piercing would be useful against Harad, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know that I would have done that. Dunlin charging in, and wow, line's really meeting here. Okay, let's do this. So you have Highborns of Erebor charging into the Southron. Yeah, Southron Pikemen and Southron Spears. Lovely. The Southron Pikemen are AP, so the Highborns, they might turn that fight around, but I wouldn't be surprised, really, if the Southron Pikemen won. Dunlending Veterans caught up on something. Caught up on something. They really need to get in there against the... I mean, ideally they'd be fighting against something not... Oh, where is this? Oh, that's... Yeah, ideally they'd be fighting something not Rudauer or Harad, but that's not going to happen. Yeah, the Pikes are just gonna... They're gonna do it for Harad, I think. With the Black Serpents running around in the background, yeah, Erebor's general's dead, so there goes their morale. Expect to see dwarves fleeing. At this point, Ironfoot Warriors, 89 of them are wavering. Blades of the Wood. What are they fighting here? These Ironfoot Spears that are broken. Yeah, this is predictable. Fires of Orthanc. Getting caught by Spears of the Wood. I imagine that Thickman's just lost money growth here. Can't really afford to do that in this situation, and the bounce power is horrendous. Oh my god. Oof. Wow. Yeah, I feel for the red team. We've all had games like this, but yeah, it's pretty bad. Ironfoot Pikes coming in. I guess better late than never, but they needed to be here ages ago. Contesting, you know, actually being able to fight against the Beast Tamers and...
badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Wonderful. Fighting against the Beast Tamers and the Southron Pike. Yeah. And because they weren't there, they're fighting alone, and they're going to be broken very soon. Blacklocks, only 2 of them left, and one of them's the officer in the unit. They're dead. Man.
Our enemy flees before us like a herd of goats. Drive them from the battle. Behold our worthless foe. See how their general turns tail and flees like a whipped dog.
Yeah, so Dunlin's the last one standing here. And it's their orcs, which, surprise, surprise, had terrible morale. Oh, actually, hold on. I thought they were routing. They're routing, that's the... Yeah, and I would rather the Bane Guard stay than the Spear Guard, to be honest, but... This fight was over probably, I don't know, 6,000. This fight was over the moment Angmar admitted defeat. Or probably before then, to be honest. They shouldn't have let Angmar go in alone. Yeah.
This is a most crushing victory.
Wow.
Your name will live in marble, and our foes in sand.
Okay. So, MVP, at least in terms of kills, goes to Kero. His movement kill probably... I mean, Angmar wasn't going to win that fight anyway, I don't think. And yeah, like I've said a couple times now, they just needed to all go in with him, back him up. Because then you just get picked off one by one like that. Where at least you have 0 chance of winning in that case. Whereas if you all go in, you have, I don't know, a decent shot at pulling it off, whatever your rush. And you know, the tag team that is Angmar and Dunland can certainly pull off a rush like that. Erebor, not so much. The dwarves are just too slow. And Erebor doesn't have the armor that Khazad Dûm do, so honestly, I'm not really... Like, Erebor's good just because they're dwarves and they're given dwarf stats, but I'm not really sure that Erebor is worth it exactly. The only thing that really makes them worth it, to be honest with you, are the Hammer Guard and their crossbow units, the Blacklocks and the Ironfoot crossbows. Everything else is just kind of meh. Yeah, Jingo did pretty well. Buzzerd did pretty well. Really just Erebor that got that... well, I mean, Angmar actually got a surprising number of kills. I'm surprised by that. Because it looked like they got rolled pretty hard. Aaron really didn't get any kills compared to the rest of his team, but I would still put most of the blame on Angmar for that loss. I don't know. I don't know who to blame more, Angmar or his teammates. Angmar for charging in alone recklessly like that, or Dunland and Erebor for not backing him up. You know what, though? I think I blame his teammates. Because Angmar, it's reasonable to think that you could probably steamroll Rudauer if you rushed like that. But I think he just executed his rush kind of poorly, and he didn't really do anything to stop the movement kill, and he paid for it. That's really all there is to say about this game. So, anyway, thank you to Kero and Buzzerd and Django and for playing, for sending me the replay. Thank you to everyone for playing. This is a good game. Yeah, so if you guys have any more Reforged replays you'd like me to do, send them to me. It might be another week before I get around to them, but yeah, I'll be doing replays in the meantime. So anyhow, thanks everyone. We'll catch you all later.